John Coleman, for a second home game in a row, you've ended up with 10 men and ended up with a 1-1. Is that a scoreline that you feel is fair to your performance, or could you have got more?
Oh, we're the better team in the first half. They've made a little bit of a change and the lads ended up scoring. It's a fluke, massive deflection. And that's the only way Toby was going to get beaten today. And then we lost our way a little bit. You know, it was a bit of a sucker punch for us, and we struggled a little bit for about 10 or 15 minutes. But then we got back into the game, got back on top, made a couple of chances. Didn't really get the rubber of the green with decisions. And then, you know, the sending off. You know, we've tried to be as positive as you can, tried to attack as much as we can, and we did attack more than what we did last week. To be fair, you know, I've got no complaints about the second booking, because clearly as a booking he stopped at a good opportunity for someone. But the first one, if he's booking him for dissent, which he clearly has, he's complained about a decision that's blatantly outgoing. Okay, you can say he's waved his arms, but if he'd have booked everybody who complained about a decision today, there'd have been no players on the pitch. So you just can't pick one willy-nilly, and that's what he did. And then he runs the risk then for himself of having to send him off. So I just don't think that was good game management. And I'm sure his coaches will advise him of that. I mean, you know, there was a couple of decisions that we thought we should have had free kicks on the edge of the box, possibly a penalty, that we didn't get today, but we don't want to be talking about the referees, we want to talk about our performances. And if you'd have been someone who's come down from Mars today and didn't know anything about football, you wouldn't think that they were the big club, and we weren't. By the way, we played in the first half, took the game to them. Apart from the one chance that they had early on, we've kept them quite quiet. The league's leading goal scorer didn't really have too many chances. And we made good chances ourselves and played some good football, passed the ball well. The pitch was difficult, you know, and it's been difficult for Ben because the irrigation system broke during the weekend. He's kindly let us train on it, which, you know, that was said and a little bit yesterday, but and he just couldn't get any water on today, and it showed that today. It was a bit bouncy today, but I thought we adapted to the conditions well. Sunderland's a good side and they've got a great chance of getting promotion, but we've matched them all the way there. And I think it would have been harsh if we lost the game. I'm not pleased for Mitch. He's got his head down since he's got back in the team. Not an easy chance. People think it's an open goal ball, square, it's a bobbly pitch. You know you got it the first time. There's a lot of things that could go wrong there. Great finish and lovely Shearer celebration to boot.
He is a Newcastle fan, isn't he?
I don't know, because we've got that many Newcastle fans in our place at the moment. Seamus and Ross, the two that I know of. But listen, you know, there were some really big performances out there. You know, our lads worked themselves into the ground. But Matt Butcher and Ethan excellent. And probably a bit cheerless, I mean, picking them odds, because, you know, the back four were magnificent. Coley led the line brilliantly. Sean and Jono were very inventive, worked the socks off. Pelly got back to being Pelly. So, he wasn't a bad performance in the team. Toby made an unbelievable save early on. So, you know, I thought all 7s and 8s, and that's encouraging. And you've seen us, you know. One of the things is earlier on the season, that first chance that they haven't gone in, or midway through the season, and keep his energies going, and it gives the lads confidence to go.
What does it say that you played the team second in the league and you're coming away feeling a bit frustrated about the way it's gone?
Well, I know we could have won that game. I know we could have easily lost it. A lot of games, particularly this time of the year when the pitch is turned a little bit, it's very much a flip of a coin. You need a little bit of luck. You need a bounce of a ball, a decision here or there for you. And we've been on the wrong end of a couple of decisions that haven't gone in our favour, but we've not let it get us down. In the past maybe we have, but we haven't. We're a little bit more resilient now, and I think that showed today.
You've got the two new boys on the pitch. I'm sure the plan wasn't necessarily to get Bagaloo on and Ross Sykes' red card changed that, but how pleased are you to get those two involved?
Well, the two of them, you know, made good contributions. You know, Big J won a couple of good headers and a couple of good challenges. Rozier looked lively, you know, went past a couple of people and fizzed the ball across the box, and it can only get better with time. You know, it's probably good to them that, you know, winning the week of Sam and that they're on the pitch, the taste of football and in front of a big crowd here and a good atmosphere.
As far as the run of form is concerned, it's 3 draws in a row now. I know you would probably say you'd rather win one and lose one and win one, but the circumstances of the way it's gone, are you quite satisfied with that run that you're on?
Drew 2 at home, and I'd be lying if I said I was happy drawing games at home. So no, you've got to win your home games this league. But the circumstances that we've had to overcome, I'm proud of the way the lads are standing up to the challenge.
And the character, 2 games in a row that they've had to show, we talk about this a lot and we have done for a lot of years. It's something that I don't know whether you deliberately engender it or whether it just happens. They look to be able to dig deep.
I think most managers, and when I say managers here, it's a management team, myself, Jimmy, John Coleman, you know, Jeb Brandon and Andy, they're having a big influence as well with the 23 tournament as well. And you want your teams to reflect you, and that's all that's in all our personnel, that's in all our, I don't really like to say DNA because you shouldn't really link DNA with football, should you? Anyone who knows us, that's what we're about, you know. We run ourselves into the ground to try and win an ending. We'll always give it our best shot. We never know when we're beat. And players are starting to mirror it.